Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of the AVS show. You're watching me in the TV. Thank you guys for coming onto this channel every day to watch us. We really do appreciate you guys, but you have to subscribe. So go ahead and subscribe to our channel and also go on our Instagram page and follow us, the AVS show. How you guys been?
We're good.
Because I have to say though, because I was following you guys on social media, and I and I know you met one of your icons.
Yeah.
How did that go?
I met Adekunle Gold, and he's one of the guys who inspires me a lot when it comes to his music. So Yazzie, my beautiful Yazzie, actually told me about a private album listening that was happening. And I got my Ivy.
And
thanks
some
to
of us did not
Yazzie.
get
So you guys
Ivy.
were fans then, just like
No,
Mr.
like,
Easy was.
we're not
They
fans
were
then.
fans
No,
then.
And then
no,
some
no.
of us did not get an invite.
Can I drop the story?
It's okay.
Anyway, we were not
And so we went for the
Shout-
album listening,
Yeah.
and it was nice. All the songs were good, and he actually recognized me.
Ooh.
So I got the invite and I brought my +1 T Money, my homie, my best friend on
Pet
set
them.
and offset, so y'all don't be hating that we got invited.
Whatever.
We were in fams.
When we
and
blow,
he had already
It's okay.
even seen your video,
half
T
a
Money.
Oh,
Yeah.
never blew. Oh.
When we blow, don't worry, our own
yes.
is gonna be explode atomic bomb.
I know, this definitely going to be a
Amen.
bomb.
You guys know who was blowing on my timeline?
Who?
Wizkid.
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna go right into it. The first topic we're gonna talk about Wizkid. Wizkid sparks controversy as he claims that he is not a one-woman man. So basically, he loves.
Fela 2.0.
So basically, what
That's
he
what I said. As soon as I read, I listened to the interview. That's
Yes.
exactly what I said.
So basically, he said that he's built to date more than one woman. So he had an interview at a radio station, Beat FM at Lagos,
Right.
and that's what he said, that he's not built for one woman. So that comments went viral
Well, he
on
didn't
social
say
media.
he wasn't built for one
What
woman.
did
Don't
he-
put words in his mouth.
Okay.
So they were having a conversation with him about R2Bs, and then he started talking about his love for Ghana and how much he loves Ghana.
Yes.
And then he went on to say that when he grows old, he would love to retire with his young girlfriend in Ghana. So then they all started laughing like, B, forget married, because he used old, retire, young girlfriend. So that means that you have no plans of getting married. And then he said he wouldn't mind getting married, but, he would only get married if all the women in his life around the world, these were the words that he used, decided to marry him, then he would get married.
No.
Wow.
He said it will be difficult. This is exactly what
Yeah,
he
he
said.
said it would
He said
be
it
I
will be.
listened to it.
Okay, I listened to it too. You
Yeah.
can go back and listen to it. This is what he said.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
He
talk the
said
talk.
Let me drink
it
my
will be
tea
difficult for him to stick with only one woman.
Yeah.
That's what he said from his mouth.
That's not what I heard.
Okay,
but
well,
hey.
you need to clean your ears because that's what the news is. So,
Damn, Charlie.
what's happening?
I'm sorry I didn't invite you. I'm very sorry.
Charlie.
I didn't invite you to the album release party.
But anyway,
This hate that you have for me today,
Odera.
it gotta go,
All
okay?
right,
Fill
Odera.
it back up with love, okay? Okay.
Yazzie,
let's go back to the
Yazzie, I
news.
got
So,
you, I
Odera,
got you.
I know you love Wizkid. What did you think about the comment?
It just made me think maybe I have a chance. I'm joking.
Are you sure?
So how
The
am I being a sister
masquerade.
wife?
Are you sure?
I'm joking, okay? Can't someone crack a joke with you guys? But guess what? I'm not surprised. I mean, like Wizkid,
Me
how
too.
many baby mamas does he have now? He doesn't seem like he's, like I said, Fela 2.0. Fela 21st century, and if
Yeah.
it's working for him, and I think he also mentioned that the girls they know and they don't
They
mind.
don't mind, yeah.
They were pictured. He was pictured in Lagos with one other girl. That's not the girl he's pictured with when he's in London. So these girls are happy with it. Everybody's happy. Everybody's cool. Everybody wants a taste of the yummy Wizkid, and they're all getting a taste.
How would you
And
mind?
he's getting a variety of varieties tests. So.
So
what
let's
if
say
it's-
the fact he's 27 years old, has 3 kids with 3 baby mothers. I don't know what goes through this women's mind when they meet Wizkid,
Yes.
because I feel like every woman think that they have the magical nunu, and when they go
Yeah,
and meet,
they think that
they'll
it's gonna
change
lock him down.
They'll lock him
But
down.
I don't think they care about locking him down if they all know about each other. Then I don't think they care about being the main or being the only one. I think that they're all okay, comfortable just being one of the women in Wizkid's life.
No, I feel like their first thought is my nunu's gonna lock him
Yes,
down. But
yes.
when they realize that he's a born
It
free,
can.
wow,
But
they're
why
just
would you-
happy. They're just happy being part of the team.
Why would you think your Nunu can lock him down when he already has, I mean, let's not even count the third baby because that's so recent. He already has 2 baby mamas. He's not married. He doesn't have a wife. Fela is his clearly it's his like role model.
Fela is his role
So
model.
any woman that thinks that, I mean, I think it's just
I feel
crazy.
like a lot of women
people
have
go into it
they
thinking
have
that-
confidence in themselves now. By the time all these broke boys have told you, no, it's good. You'll be thinking that you meet Wizkid and you'll be impressed.
Yes.
After having Justin Sky, he's been all around the world. Yeah. You think he's gonna impress him?
The funny thing is that he has been blessed with boys. Davido has been blessed with girls.
So you think
So-
their kids are gonna marry?
No, that's
Oh my
them.
God, that would be something, eh? If their
That would,
kids
that
got
would make
that
sense.
would be.
But he also said something that he needs a daughter now.
So that means that
Yeah,
he's still going to
so
keep adding more
definitely-
women, and he's
Of
still going to
course.
keep popping those
Exactly.
babies till the daughters come out.
To me, I don't have a problem with it. It's a part of our culture. It's a normal thing.
Question that I have, what I always, wonder with these women is the simple fact that, do they feel like, okay, is it better that I know he's with other women? At least I know it's technically not cheating if you know about it, right? If you're okay with being part of, I mean, I don't know how many women are in his life. Let's say he has 5. I'm just saying, example. Is it okay to know that, okay, if he's not with me, he's with Mary, or
course.
is that better?
That's okay,
than-
you know,
I
at
wonder if that's what they think or how they
That's
feel.
how they think.
At least
Because
the
to
thing
me,
is contained. You're not thinking about diseases. You don't know who's gonna do what. Like me, at least if it's just 5, it's just 5, and the circle is gonna come right back round to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like this idea and mentality that he has, because a lot of women are going to hear this and going to be like, let me go. This is going to be my magic ticket. I can go and he's going to impregnate me, and now I'm going to be set for life, or at least 18 years. Because this women that have kids by him, he has to pay child support, Abby. Or he has to give them money for school and all of that. So now these women can be like, oh, I'm not going to work. Wizkid got it.
But the thing about women jumping into artists is a normal thing. Whether Wizkid is married or he's not married, even Two-Face that is married and showing his love for Annie right now, people still want him. They still jump into his DM. So whatever you say, I don't know, maybe when you're in the limelight, there's just this thing this attraction, there's just this attraction that comes to you.
And I've also heard that there's some ladies that are just attracted to taking men. I've heard that there's just something about
when
like
they see you
even
with someone.
I've actually read on that Jero's blog. They said that some guy was like that. He just wears wedding ring and goes out in Lagos because girls just flock to him. Like
Because if you're with another woman already, it shows that you're responsible. It shows that you're committed. It kind of shows that you're a good man, doesn't it?
No, some girls, it's true.
Charlie, this shit.
This shade today.
No, I mean, I don't know. Are you talking from experience?
I am not talking from experience because I've never dated a married man.
I'm just making
so
sure.
I'm not talking from experience.
Just what you've heard.
But I'm just talking what I've heard. And I had a friend
But you
from
sound
Jamaica.
so confident.
I had a friend from Jamaica, right? She's never ever dated a guy that was single. Like
Blame
every
it on the
guy.
Jamaicans.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. She's my friend, but I'm just saying, like. Every time she's dating someone, it comes with some sort of drama. Like he's never. So I was just, agreeing with what she was saying. That it's true that there are some women that are like that. And there are some women too that are.
You don't know what these men are telling these women. So yes, they are married. Yes, they have 3 other baby mothers. And hold on. Or yes, they are probably still involved. Wizkid is probably still involved with the baby mothers. We don't know. He's probably involved with them sexually. But when Wizkid meets you, he's gonna be like, oh yeah, these are just baby mothers. There's nothing going on. Oh yeah, so it depends on what these guys are also telling these women.
But for Wizkid's case, like forget married men normally on the street. For Wizkid's case, any lady that steps close enough to him,
like
he doesn't even need to say anything.
Oh
yeah.
Just like
that's what I was gonna say to him was that does he say anything? He probably just sings to them and they fall in love,
Do you know who else needs to run for the hills? Runtown. We're gonna move on to the next topic.
Yes, Runtown is on fire again. Are they mad over you, girl? Right now, his record label, they are not mad over him. He has been sued again by his record label, and this is the second time he's being sued by his record label. They said Runtown is breaching contracts. He has been going for gigs. He went for a gig in January in Las Vegas, 23rd, and he did not bring money to the record label. They said he has been recording songs with artists like Del B, and is actually recording a new album without the consent of the record label, and it's not in their contract. So they actually filed a statement, and he has been invited to the courts. So we don't know what's going to be the outcome.
So
Oh, I know what's gonna be the outcome. He's gonna
me.
be in jail.
Really?
You sure?
That's what it's gonna be. I don't understand this artist because I'm not an artist. So I listen. They are so money hungry. When they want to come, start their career, they're looking for record labels. They're begging to be blown up. And now that people are helping them, they become money hungry. And now you're doing things behind your record label's back. What do you expect? You know what I mean? What do you expect? You have to play by the rules.
Right, because you signed it. You signed for
Exactly.
it.
I wonder if it's because he's being greedy with money or he doesn't like the ways of the record label. Because when you sign to a record label, what happens is they want things their way. They have a vision that they have for you. And a lot of times it's different from the artists because artists are very creative and, they work a lot on impulse and how they feel. Whereas in the record label is all about strategy, marketing. They're looking at where they're spending their dollars at. So maybe he just feels like, like one of you said, you're slowing me down, or no, this is not what I want to do. This is what I want to do. Hey, I'm Runtown. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a two-way thing. First of all, if he wasn't really happy with Eric Mani, the record label, he wouldn't sign a second deal because this is the second time they're suing him. They had a problem in 2016. They solved the problem and he signed another contract for 2 years. The contract is going to end on the 22nd of June this year. So, I mean, he would have just been patient. These things, when you sign these things, that's why you need a lawyer. If you don't know how to read, because most artists are not really educated. They are talented. No, it's true. Most of them, they don't really read those books. Those contracts are big.
Not only
they
reading
make
it,
so big so that you won't even have the energy to
not
go
only
through
read,
it.
you have to read the fine print
The
as
clause.
well.
comprehend what all the grammar is. And my issue with this is that I saw this story, and apparently his brother or his cousin came. When all these things come out, the social media will have the drama. And his cousin came out and said that the Eric Mani guy is trying to make money off of Runtown. Like, just say you're broke and you're trying to tap into this guy's success, you're suing him. Like, there was a lot of side comments. So I wonder if maybe people's personal egos are mixed up in this issue. If is it just a legal thing? Because it just doesn't make sense to me that he would have had an issue with the same label. First of all, he's sticking with that label, and then now it's happening again. Like, there's something that we're not hearing about.
Why would he want to mess up his money or his career? Because this is not a good look for him for the future. Other record labels might even look at him like, oh, you're a liability with this, So she has a point. It could just be all like confusion, miscommunication.
And
it makes no sense.
Because it makes no sense.
He's been sued, by the way, he's been sued for 65 million naira.
65 million
Which
naira.
is in dollars.
It's about $200,000 on
That's a
the
lot of money.
estimates.
It's still a lot of money.
Yeah, they say he owes that because when they signed the new contract, they invested over 111 million naira, which is almost $350,000 to push his career. And I think his career actually became bigger the past 2 years with his hit songs, The Mad Over You and whatever.
Don't tell me, because I went to his concert. This man was really seriously going on tour with only 2 songs. Okay?
Really.
No, seriously.
He only performed 2 songs at a
2 songs, doing a world tour with 2 songs.
hits.
And my dumb ass went.
I went. But you know what? That goes to show how much talent he has.
Right.
If
And the
he was
effect of
able
the
to
song.
book a tour with just 2 songs.
2 hits.
Yes.
Don't say it like that. I'm sure he has
It was 2 hits. It was 2 hits.
2 hits.
Yeah.
Back
I'm
to
sure
back.
he has
Back to
more
back.
songs. Pity the guy.
And
Back
he's
to
actually
back.
been in the industry for a long time as well, doing
He's
a lot of
actually worked
behind the
with DJ
scene
Khaled.
works. He's been doing a lot of writing and a lot of producing for other Afrobeat artists till his song Ghana Girl became a big
There's so
hit.
many songs he wrote too.
Yeah.
Even some big songs for Davido.
Yeah,
No, we don't know.
Remember
Yes,
Maybe he
he's
needs
the
to
one
just
that
stick to
wrote,
songwriting.
Aye, or-
Yeah.
Oh, he wrote it?
Yeah.
Well,
He
he's
wrote
very
that song.
He wrote
talented.
Aye. Oh wow, that song is still a great song up till
Right.
today. Like
Yeah.
yes.
All right,
It's an
sorry,
African
Runtown.
classic.
Run that money.
Sorry.
Run them the money, okay? We're going to move on to the next topic. Yazzie, what is going on?
What's going on is Yvonne Nelson has, done an interview on BBC talking about the movie she's made about her life, about what we talked about here, her having a baby out of wedlock.
Yes.
She's made a movie about it, so she did interviews talking about it. And this guy called Counselor Lotard or something, I don't even know his name.
Lotard.
He decided
Lotto.
to come on Ghana TV and diss Yvonne Nelson for having a baby out of wedlock and making a movie about it. It was so bad. But let's just watch the video. We have the video of the whole thing what he said about her.
No, but
You don't feel proud to be a wife.
Counselor, hold on a second. It's her choice. It's her choice. And she said that those who are talking against her are hypocrites. I agree.
Did I hear shower 3
Yes,
times?
that was crazy. He called her
was
a shower. He's very upset because he feels like to have a baby, you have to be a wife and you should be a proud wife.
Did he
and
try to propose to her? Like,
that's what I said.
did he want to date her and she said no? So it's annoying. It's like no.
He took it so personal. It was so bad. So Chase, there's a Ghana artist called Chase, and he's one of Yvonne Nelson's best friends. So he did a video and put it out on his Instagram that anybody that would slap that guy, he would pay them £200.
This counselor Leopard.
It's a good Leopard.
Okay, sorry, the Leopard. Leotard. Oh. What does he do?
He's a pastor.
He's a counselor.
He's a pastor. He wears the pastor thing.
He's a pastor. He's a counselor.
Are you
he
kidding
goes
me?
on radio shows, television shows.
Look for trouble, obviously.
One of clearly-
Counselor, if you're watching, let me tell you this. You are one of the dumbest people on national television in Ghana. I don't understand. Yeah, I said it. I don't understand why they give this man. No, seriously. I don't understand why they give this man so many platforms for him to spew with such hatred. He said that children that come from a one-parent home, you know, are doomed for failure. No, seriously. He says things out of his ass.
And he calls himself a pastor.
And he calls himself a pastor.
What does he even know about the Bible? Does he know how many kids from the Bible were born out of wedlock?
Tell him.
Even David.
Tell him.
Pastor.
And the problem is even the media outlets, for me, that entertain these fools, that
Exactly.
make a mockery about our amazing God. These people should not be entertained at all.
Nobody should give them a
But
voice.
since this video came out and he has so many backlash over this video, he came out and apologized. But I need him to apologize for that hat he's wearing. He's an idiot. He's an idiot, and he's still on national television talking. No, seriously. I don't like him. I don't like it because every time I think he says things for shock value.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
And you know when
That's
we
what
come
it
here and
is.
we talk about pastors, this is what I always talk about with them, is that so many of them, not all of them, but so many of them are making a mockery out of God.
He's not a
and
pastor.
they're using it for
He's a-
Thank God he answers
is a pastor
counselor.
now.
He answers
Exactly.
counselor.
He
It's
better
better
answer counselor.
counselor than pastor because that's a bunch of crap.
Well, he claims he's a counselor, but the national counselors in Ghana, whatever, are saying that they
don't
don't recognize
recognize
him.
him. Oh, yeah.
That's what they are saying. So we don't even know where he got his license from.
How can you
Why is he so bitter?
even come on a show that has nothing to do with Yvonne Nelson? Start talking about the lady.
No,
This
but I
man-
have to say,
he toasted her and she turned him down well. Better,
where is she going with that?
Excuse me, sir, who is you? And the thing is paining
You
me.
know all those DM that the person will actually see that you read it,
Yes.
but you will not reply.
Exactly.
That's what happened to him.
He's
He
hot.
can't-
It's pain.
he
It hurts
can't-
him inside.
It's
But I
ridiculous.
have to say, though, you did mention that the lady that was interviewing him was Yvonne Nelson's friend. That's not a friend.
Wait, I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
say
No,
that
but
she
she
was
was
a friend. I
trying
just
to-
said that even she was upset. I mean, she was trying to
Defend
I mean,
her.
she was probably shocked. She was trying to defend her, like calm the guy
No, she
down.
wasn't shocked because she herself said, "Oh, that's my friend." If
What was
Yvonne
she
Nelson is
saying?
your friend and you are interviewing somebody, I mean, I guess you're still doing your job. But I felt like she was throwing him the bone and then be like, "Oh, stop, continue." Oh, that's how I felt when I was
really, I
watching the
Well, it
video.
was a
I
live
didn't feel
program.
like that
Can't-
when
Well, I
I
felt
watching
like
it.
because if you want to defend Yvonne Nelson, she had a lot of chances to shut him off and defend Yvonne Nelson, but she
know.
didn't do that.
But did
With
you see the
that.
pastor slap Ifya Strasniga the other day at the radio station? She tried, but the guy was
It's
so
not him.
angry.
It's not him.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's him, but what I'm saying is after watching that happen, the guy was so angry that, I mean, what can she do to shut him down? Like, she also has to, like,
She's
you know,
still doing her
she's
job.
still
She
doing
still
her
has to
job,
be
and it's a
professional.
shocking moment. She has to try to be professional, and you don't know what these pastors are capable of. One chased Ifya Strasniga out of a radio station and literally
Really?
hit her,
But what is this
and he calls
deal?
himself a prophet.
But what is
No,
this
wow.
deal
These
with
people.
child out of wedlock? Like, they make it seem like if the
Please,
child comes
I
out
don't
of
even-
wedlock, it's doomed
What
for.
Yeah,
what
it's a
word
taboo.
is what
that?
is even marriage? Sir? Please, let's even take it. If we're even taking it back to the Bible, how many people were like getting married before?
Was Jesus himself married?
Oh,
Listen.
Jesus was born out of wedlock. Oh,
No, it's true now. Were they married?
they were married
weren't
now.
married.
Oh, no,
Oh.
not
They
yet.
were,
Not
they
the
were
Bible.
to get married. Thank you very much.
They were not
to
married.
get
They were not married
and he
yet.
was angry. Who gave you Bella? We were supposed to get married. I was like, God told me I'm carrying a baby. Are you sure?
I think it goes back.
Hey, Mary.
I think it goes back to, I think one of the reasons why he was so angry was that he was saying that Yvonne Nelson is such a big deal in Ghana, and so many girls are looking up to her, and she's doing this. You know, yes, you had child out of wedlock. Not only did you have child out of wedlock, you're proud of it, and you're making a movie out of it. So I think that's what's striking him.
Yeah,
and
but he needs to understand that times have changed. Times have completely changed. Women these days, the new generation in Ghana right now, Yvonne is very successful. She's not the only one. She's an independent, strong woman. She doesn't need to be married to validate herself or to have a baby or to. She's a grown adult. When she got into whatever sexual relations with whoever, at that point, they know what they were doing. And the guy loves Yvonne. The guy is with Yvonne. He's in Yvonne's life. He's in the child's life. If maybe they don't want to get married, they don't have to get married.
But why do they keep asking her the questions? How about you ask the man the question?
Because she's the star.
Yeah,
because she's the star.
And not just that.
She's the one in the limelight.
And her being the female.
Because she's a woman
Because she's the woman.
Even if she wasn't in the limelight.
Because nobody's questioning Wizkid about his children out of wedlock.
No, but that's life.
Sip that scene.
That's very, very true. You're so accurate. It goes back to her being a female and everything being the female's fault. Even if, let's say the guy was married, even if. Why is it Yvonne's fault? Doesn't it take two to tango? Didn't it take the two of them to make the baby?
It's really sad.
It's ridiculous.
Do you know that there are some men that actually leave their wives just because they were raped?
What do you mean?
Men that actually leave their wives. Like, for example, robbers come into your house and they rape your wife.
And they leave the wife?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
It's really sad.
The counselor did try it, and I want him to leave Yvonne Nelson alone and come for me, because I'm ready for you. Because listen, I've meant this man for a long time. Come for me. Yes, I have that.
I'm warning you.
And Yvonne is so classy. You know, so far, I haven't even heard her reply.
She didn't reply.
She didn't reply. She didn't, it's her friends and everybody.
Money to spend and a baby to take care of.
He has apologized, right?
Of course he's apologized. He has no choice.
Leave this trash man. Let's move on to a more important story. We're going to move on to the next story, Odera.
Okay. I think we mentioned here about the Dapchi girls that were kidnapped about a month ago in Nigeria, which resembled the previous kidnapping. So thankfully, we're very grateful. These girls were actually returned.
What girls?
All of them except five that were rumored to be dead, and one that actually refused to convert to Islam. But they were returned under some very shady circumstances. So before I talk about it, I just want you to watch the video and tell me what you see.
Wow, that was intense, but the camera was very, very shaky. I couldn't see much.
So I'm going to explain what you should have seen. So they said that Boko Haram brought these girls back to the village that they took them from. And it was kind of shaky, but in some parts of it, you will see the Boko Haram terrorists with their garb covering their faces and their flag shaking the villagers, and the villagers were basically cheering for them. Now listen to me. Boko Haram has been terrorizing the northeastern part of Nigeria for more than 5 years now. They kidnapped these girls from their villages. Please tell me why villagers should be cheering and shaking hands. Why were they not running for the hills where they saw these are people that IDP camps filled with thousands of people that have been displaced that are running away from these same criminals. Tell me why these villagers feel so comfortable to cheer for these people and try to shake their hands. They're not celebrities. This is not the president that's coming to visit your village. They're terrorists. They've been terrorizing them. Why?
Sounds like propaganda.
The circumstances are way too shady. One girl is still in captivity, said that she refused to convert to Islam and they kept her back. That's already shady on its own.
So all the ones that were returned all converted to Islam.
And then a story came out just this morning. I just read an article that said that one of the army officers deserted the army, and he's claiming that the Aso Villa planned this. They paid them 80 million naira to pretend
80 million naira each.
No, 80 million naira to the whole to the whole unit of soldiers that they asked to plan this. And his cut was 3 million, but he said he felt too guilty. He took his passport that had a visa, went to Port Harcourt to take a flight to leave the country. And he sent an email to a studio, a paper in Paris to tell his story that they planned this. They said that they don't want the president to lose, so they put this to show that, because one of his campaign promises was, I promise to return girls. So they kidnapped girls and returned them. And whether it's the Chibok girls or Dapchi Girls, the bottom line is girls were saved and the president looks like a saint. Many people online were saying that there was a ransom demand, like there was an exchange of money to take the girls back. But please tell me why you are basically funding terrorism in Nigeria by paying them. When Americans say we do not negotiate with terrorists, they know why. Do you understand? There's a reason why. Yes, there are girls involved, but you're not going to give them money, because when the last Chibok girls were returned and they paid them about 50 million euro or something, in the next couple of weeks there were bombings happening in quick succession. Yeah. So everything about this story is so shady, and it breaks my heart that these are the people leading us, that we have to hear about things like this.
But you did mention that why weren't everybody running for the hills? I read somewhere that they didn't come with any guns or any weapons. They just dropped them off.
But how do you know? If it's like ISIS, right? Yeah. Growing up in America, I've been trained like ISIS is horrible. They're bombing. They bomb people. They kill people. If I see anybody waving an ISIS flag, I'm going that way.
Yeah. Why? Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna go towards them.
But the timing for me is a little weird. Weren't there a video going around of the president announcing that people should vote for him again in the next election, and now the girls are back? So now it makes it look like he is like captain to save these children. And I did watch a video going around of these same girls drinking and eat. It was like a celebration. I don't know if you guys saw it. Yeah, it was like a celebration, and the comments were like ridiculous. People are saying that, well, I want to be kidnapped because it looks like you become a celebrity. Now these girls are celebrities. They are enjoying eating jollof, drinking Coke.
I don't know if the president of Nigeria is the one behind this. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. But what I do know is that this is fishy. When terrorists kidnap girls, you don't kidnap 105 girls and bring back 100 safe and sound, happy. It makes no sense. When terrorists kidnap girls, they cut off their fingers, they beat them, they rape them. Like, none of these girls have any of these.
It depends on why they were kidnapped, though. I think,
exactly. They were kidnapped as pawns. So let me tell you, when they got back, BBC, Reuters, everybody was on the story. The few girls that they spoke to, they said that they didn't touch them, that they were transported, they drove them out, they entered a plane, they entered a boat to wherever they were for a month. They came back with goodie bags. They literally came back with thanks for coming. And they came back with a change of clothes.
That's what I'm saying.
They came back with a change of clothes. They were healthy. They were clean. They looked very well taken care of. And they said that once they were being released, the commander told them made a speech and told them 3 things. You guys were not harassed. Nobody raped you. Nobody touched you. We didn't. I can't remember the other 2 things. But just gave them a whole thing like, we didn't hurt you. We didn't harm you. And you're going back safely.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Obvious. It's clearly obvious from the whole story. You can tell because when they were kidnapped, there was a lady that was speaking to the people and saying that we love these kids, but we promise you nothing is going to happen to them. Yeah, they're not going to be harmed. Mama Boko Haram. So from the whole story, you can tell that it was all
5 hours before the girls were kidnapped, security forces were taken away from that village. Before they were returned, security forces were asked to leave that village. The whole thing is fishy, and I hate it.
But the five other girls that are missing.
They died. They said that they died.
That's what they actually
died. That hasn't actually come to light. We're not actually sure how they just said that they didn't make the trip back.
But do you know what? I had to really catch myself because when I was seeing this on my Instagram feed, I didn't feel bad. And I was asking myself, wait, why don't you feel bad? These girls were kidnapped. I literally just rolled my eyes. And it shows how Nigeria is. I'm sorry, but it shows the politics you guys play, the propaganda. It's like now I'm not even buying it anymore. I'm not falling for it. It's a joke.
Flipping joke. Yeah. And this is what the president has, this is what we're reduced to now. Because of this administration, because of this president, every story coming out of Nigeria is not trustworthy. Everything is shady. I don't believe any information. Like, unless I'm talking to somebody on the ground there, I cannot believe anything. Like, this story, it rubs me all sorts of wrong ways, and I'm just at this point I'm so frustrated with Nigeria.
You know what they do? They need to do too. They need to separate all these girls and interview them one by one. We need the truth. What's the story? Where did you guys go? Were you guys hiding?
But will they even say the truth? Maybe they might be
well,
scared
a little
or
slap
trained.
here and there can bring the truth out of them.
They don't need to slap
So then
them.
what should we do?
Bribe them. These are poor people.
Listen,
These are poor people. If you give them enough money, find one NGO in America to say we're going to sponsor you. You and your family move to America. They will say the truth. At least a few of their stories have been corroborated. Please tell me, like, why are they taking planes and boats to wherever they were hiding them and said they were well taken? Like, I can't deal with. I'm so done with this country. Somebody save us. Like, let them vote in. Thank God elections are next year.
The problem in Nigeria is the political leaders, the whole economy and everything.
Evil
and
leaders.
It's not going to change unless we get a young person to run for president, because I feel
a young smart person.
Yeah, because I don't know why people who can't even handle the digital age are leading us. Where are they leading us to? To the grave?
Well, is it me or they look fine? Because they don't look like they were starving.
They said that nobody touched them. They said nobody.
Now for Nigeria,
nobody did anything
glory
to them.
skin.
And the guy that reportedly left the army, deserted the army, and said the story. He said that they were warned that not a single hair should be touched on the girls' bodies.
Oh my God.
They should be transported out safely. Calmly, they took care of them. 80 million, part of that 80 million was used to make sure they were. I said they came back with thanks for coming goodie bags.
These were some interesting
so
stories. I want to hear from
the president, maybe.
I want to hear from the viewers though. What do you guys think about these stories? Let us know in the comments. We really would like to hear from you guys as well. Subscribe and also follow us on Instagram, The ABS Show. We have to go. Thanks for watching. We love you for watching. Bye.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.